All right, welcome back. Math's easy, step by step. And let's just continue rolling with the flow. In this part 9 video, we're going to continue to subtract fractions that do not have a common denominator using a product t-chart. We will find the common denominator. So I'm going to place the 2 at the top. I'll place the 3 at the top of my product chart. And I'll multiply each value times 1, times 2, times 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way to 100 if I have to. All right, to find a common denominator. Right, you can only add and subtract fractions that have a common denominator or the same bottom number. So 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. I know 2 times 3 is 4 plus 2, which is 6. Right? I know 2 times 4 is 6 plus 2, which is 8. I know 2 times 5 is 8 plus 2, which is 10. And 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 7 is 14. All right, 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. I know 3 times 4 is 9 plus 3, which is 12. I know 3 times 5 is 12 plus 3, which is 15. I know 3 times 6 is 15 plus 3, which is 18. And I know 3 times 7 is 18 plus 3, which is 21. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out with finding your products. Now, let's take a look. What number do both 2 and 3 share? What product, right? Remember, product is an answer to a multiplication problem. Well, I can see here they both share 12. All right. What other numbers? Oh, they both share 6. 6 is the common denominator. It's the smallest common denominator, right? If you decided to make the common denominator 12, which you could do, you would multiply top and bottom of the fraction 2 by 6 in the bottom and multiply times 6 on the top, right? And then you'd multiply 3 times 4 on the bottom and then 1 times 4 on the top. You could do that, but you would have to reduce your fraction in the final steps of your final answer. So by choosing the smallest of the common products that both 2 and 3 share, right? Most likely, not always, there's always an exception to the rule, but most likely you will not have to reduce your fraction, right? So I'm going to choose 6. 6 is going to be my common denominator. I'll multiply 2 times the 3, top and bottom, and then I'll multiply 3 times the 2, top and bottom. That will give me the same common denominator, and I could subtract the values from there. Let's go ahead and take a look. What does that look like? Okay, so you can see here how 2 times 3 would give me 6, and 3 times 2 would also give me 6. That's the common denominator. What do you do to the bottom part of the fraction? You gotta do to the top part of the fraction. I multiplied 2 times 3 on the bottom or in the denominator's place. I'm gonna have to multiply 1 times 3 in the numerator's place or the top of the fraction, right? I multiplied 2 times 3 in the denominator's place. So what I do to the bottom, got to do to the top, 1 times 2. Right? So 2 times 3 is 6. 1 times 3 is 3. Minus. 3 times 2 is 6. 1 times 2 is 2. Now we have a common denominator of 6. It stays 6 throughout the problem, including the answer. Now, 3 minus 2. Anytime I add or subtract, I think of it as money, right? You got $3, take away $2. How many dollars are left? I got $1 left. So 3/6 minus 1/6 equals, I'm sorry, let me say this again. 3/6 minus 2/6 equals 1/6. Do you ever have a problem where your tongue just gets in the way of your brain and things don't come out quite the way you want them to? Well, my goodness, it's happening to me today. All right, so the answer here is 1/6. You cannot reduce this fraction. The only number you can divide into top and bottom evenly without a remainder is 1. So we're going to stop there. I do want to just discuss with you briefly what would happen if you would have chose 12 as your common denominator, right? You would have to multiply 2 times the 6, which would be 12, and then you would get 2 on the top. You'd multiply 3 times the 4, and you would have got 4 on the top. Wait a minute, hold on, let me see here. Excuse me, you got 12 on the top. And you would have gotten 12 on the top of this fraction. Wait a minute. That doesn't make sense. Let me start over. So 2 times 6 would give me 12. So top and bottom by 6, I have 6 minus 3 times 4. So I'd have 1 times 4 would be 4. 6 minus 4 would be 2 over 12. So 212 would reduce down to 1/6. So you would have to reduce that fraction. Boy, I got to get my tongue fixed. There's something going on with me. My brain and my tongue are not matching up. Ooh, I better stop while I'm ahead. Thank you for joining me in this part 9 video. Math is easy. Take it step by step. And if I've helped you, please help me to help others. Like, follow, share, subscribe. Listen, it goes to show no matter how much you or how good you think you are at something, you always can make mistakes, right? And so don't beat yourself up if you make a mistake. Learn from it. Get better and better and better. Your mistakes are your golden road to knowledge. Math is easy. Take it step by step. Thank you for joining me. Watch out for a part 10 video.